Anna had always been curious, too curious for her own good. When she heard from the local kids about the old, long-abandoned house on the edge of town, she couldn't resist. The house was shrouded in overgrown vines and stood deep in a neglected garden, almost as if it was trying to hide from the world. They said a man lived there once, who disappeared under mysterious circumstances many years ago. Despite the dark rumors, Anna decided to go there. As she entered the house, a musty smell greeted her. The floorboards creaked under her feet, and the wallpaper peeled off the walls, as if the house itself wanted to shed its past. Anna moved through the darkness, her flashlight barely illuminating the walls, which bore the faint impressions of hands, as if someone had desperately tried to escape. Wandering through the house, Anna came across an old nursery. It looked as though no one had set foot in there for decades. A doll lay on the floor, old and dirty, with faded eyes that seemed to stare right at her. She picked it up, but suddenly felt a chill, as though someone had brushed past her. Her heart raced, but she forced herself to continue exploring. She climbed the stairs to the second floor, where she found another door leading to the attic. The door was half open, and Anna couldn't resist the temptation to see what was up there. As she ascended the stairs, she felt a strange sensation, as though someone was watching her from the darkness. The attic was pitch black, with only a faint beam of light seeping through a crack in the roof. Anna's flashlight swept the room, revealing old furniture covered in thick dust. But it wasn't the furniture that caught her attention. In the corner, shrouded in shadow, was a silhouette clearly not human. She moved closer and realized it was the same doll she had left downstairs. But how had it gotten here? At that moment, the attic door creaked shut, and Anna realized she wasn't alone. She turned and saw a shadow swiftly approaching her. The shadow moved silently, but it radiated pure malice. Anna froze in place, unable to move as the shadow enveloped her. Anna woke on the attic floor, her flashlight lying beside her, emitting a weak glow. She couldn't remember what had happened, but she knew one thing: she needed to leave the house immediately. As she descended the stairs, she noticed that the doll was once again lying on the floor, as if it had never left the first floor. But Anna didn't stop. She ran out of the house, feeling her fear growing with each step. When she got home, she realized the doll had somehow ended up in her bag. She threw it on the floor and, trembling, tried to understand how this was possible. But the worst began that night. Anna awoke to the feeling that someone was standing by her bed. She opened her eyes and saw a shadow that didn't belong to anything in the room. A shadow that slowly began to move toward her. The next second, the light went out, and the room filled with sinister whispers. The last thing Anna heard before everything plunged into darkness was a quiet laugh coming from the corner of the room where the doll lay.